Hey guys, and welcome back to the show. I am your host, Megan Hardy, and I'm the founder of Fitness Uncharted, which is a women's health and fitness coaching company that's designed to help women lose body fat, build lean muscle mass, improve their metabolism, and feel confident and empowered on their health and fitness journey. And today, you guys, I'm going to talk about and share with you one of my 2024 goals that is working on my muscle up. And I also want to talk to you guys about what to do when you feel like you're failing, whatever your fitness goal is, whatever your life goal is. Like, what do you do when you feel like you're failing? And I'm going to give my own personal example of right now that I'm totally failing a muscle up. And for those of you guys who don't know what that is, a muscle up, there's different variations, but you have like a strict muscle up, or you could do more of like a swinging muscle up, or like using momentum, or like using a kip if you're like familiar with CrossFit terms. I'm not a CrossFitter myself, obviously, because this is so natural in my body right now. But you could use like a kip or kipping to kind of swing yourself and use momentum to get the muscle up. But it's basically, you can envision it or go look it up on YouTube if you're not sure what it is. But basically, it's like doing a pull up and then like hoisting yourself over the bar. If you're using a bar, you could also use like rings as well. But let's say you're using just a bar. It's like doing a pull up, hoisting yourself over top, and then doing like basically a tricep dip to push yourself the rest of the way up. And I'm a person who I can get, like 17 pull-ups, but I still can't get a muscle up. So I'm like, right now I would take anything. Like I would like to get a strict muscle up is the goal, which is like where you're not using momentum at all. But right now I'll take what I can get. Like I'll take whatever I can get. There's other goals I've set for 2024, which I have been more successful at so far. One of my other goals was to attend a dance class at least once a month. Like my background is dance. I love to dance, but I've just kind of gotten out of it. Like I haven't taken the time to do something that I love so much. And so anyway, I'm off to a good start with that. For January, we already got a dance class in, I'm going to go strong with that. So good there, but this muscle up, y'all, is going to be the death of me. And I've been actively working at it for like about 4 weeks now. And probably, well, at the time I was recording this, it would have been 4 weeks. I record these in advance. So who knows by the time this is posted. But who knows if I'll be any closer when this is posted, like, if it's 8 weeks or 9 weeks out, who knows? But as I'm working towards this, I am experiencing a couple of things that I wanted to share with you guys, kind of like some life lessons along with trying to get this muscle up. One, this is super, super humbling. As like I said, someone who can get 17 pull-ups in a row. And I only know this because I recently did, like, I don't know if you guys have seen at like concerts and things, they'll have like the Marine, military like pull-up bar. And you can like win a prize if you do pull-ups. Anyway, I did that and like basically killed myself, but I got 17. I was just bummed I couldn't get 20. But even with that, I can't get a muscle up. Well, yet I'll say I can't yet get a muscle up. I'm working towards it, but that is super annoying. It's super annoying for me because I'm like, the strength is there. Why can't I freaking do this thing? But it is a totally different skill set and it feels so unnatural in my body. So just think of that, like whatever your fitness goal is or wherever you're at on your fitness journey, like that's why you can't compare yourself to the next person because something that is so natural for them might be totally unnatural for you. Like you like apply this to your own life where for me, like again, like there's not many women that can get 17 pull-ups back to back, right? But I can't do this muscle up where people who can't get that many pull-ups can do muscle ups. So it's just like you can't compare. It's apples to oranges, right? So like if you're going like, oh my gosh, why is this woman able to like get this kind of body or lose body fat or build that much muscle and like I can't do these things or whatever, it's everyone's bodies are different. And also, like, what's natural for someone else may not be natural for you. It may take more time and more effort for you to achieve the same results or similar results and success. So that was one thing I've learned or thought about. And secondly, this is exactly how so many women and men feel on their fitness journeys. They don't see results in 4 weeks and they want to give up. Like it's like you're 4 weeks in, like where I'm at now. And I'm like, a part of me, I literally want to throw in the towel and I want to be like, you know what? Screw it. Because I thought I would have it by now. Like I thought like I could give it like, a little bit half-ass effort and like get it. Um, and I don't have my muscle up, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to throw in the towel. If I stop working at it, like if I stop training or practicing or trying to build the skill to get it, then I am guaranteeing that I will never achieve it. Like I'm actually like guaranteeing myself if I stop doing the things that would help me get there because I've thrown in the towel, then I won't ever achieve it. Right. But if I keep working at it, I will continue to improve my strength, my stamina, my mobility. Like it's again, like it's very unnatural in my body right now, but like the way I have to use my body to do it will improve my mobility and my execution. Like if I keep practicing at it, right? Also, if I keep working at it, I'm going to prove to myself that I'm the kind of person that doesn't give up. Like that, there's that mental toughness of like, I can do hard things. And just because I can't get something yet is the key word. I'm going to keep going and I'm going to prove to myself that I'm the person that doesn't back down from a challenge. And then also in this process of working at it, I will become better in the process of trying to achieve a muscle up. Even if I never do, even if I literally never achieve it, I'm going to become better and I'm going to build skills and I'm going to just grow as a person by trying to achieve it, which I'm fully believing that I will. But even let's say if I never do, I know I'm actually going to benefit from the effort of trying to. But I also need to believe it, right? Which leads me to my next point, which is if I were to believe the lie that, let's say I'm like, you know what, I guess I'll never get one. I'm never going to get a muscle up. Just like so many people on their fitness journeys go, well, I guess I'll never lose the weight. You know what? This didn't work. I guess I'll never lose the weight. Or I guess, I'll just never have the body I want. I guess that's just not in the cards for me, right? If you're doing that, or if let's apply it back to myself, right? With my muscle up, if I go, well, dag blast it, I still don't have it, then I would be literally creating the mindset and my reality, the reality where I am guaranteed to never achieve my goal. Like actually guaranteed to not get that if that's my mindset about it. It would become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because if I give up mentally, then I'm not going to do the things that I know I need to do in order to achieve a muscle up one day, AKA, train and practice, right? If I'm already talking myself down from it, I'm not going to do those things that I know I need to do in order to achieve the muscle up. It's kind of like saying, I don't know if you guys have heard the saying, you're not what you think you are, but what you think you are. You're not what you think you are, but what you think you are. Or there's another saying, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. If I don't believe that I can get a muscle up, then I won't. If I believe I can, then I will. Or I'll die trying, like at some point until on my deathbed, if I don't get it, like I guess, at that point I'll go, I guess I never got it. I guess I couldn't get it. But if I believe that I can't do it, then it's definitely not going to happen. And if I believe I can, then I am much more likely for it to happen. It can and it will happen, right? So, anyway, if you want to follow along on my muscle up journey, then head to social media and follow me if you're not already. My social media handles are in the show notes, and I'll post all my failed attempts until one day, I'll finally get it and you and I can celebrate together. You can come along the journey with me. But I just want to encourage you guys that, this is just kind of a fun goal that I've set for yourself. I would also challenge you to set some goals that are completely unrelated. If you do have a weight loss or fat loss or body composition goal, I would highly encourage you to set goals that are unrelated to any of that physical fitness or like the scale, and to set some of these other fun goals for you to achieve. Because in the process of working towards those things, you'll improve the other areas too. And it'll be way more fun and you'll feel way more accomplished because of it. But whatever your goal is, like go out there and believe in yourself that you can do it. And you have to start there. You have to believe that you can and change your mindset around it. And don't, just because you've had failures or you haven't gotten it yet, or you're not as far as you think you quote unquote should be, then that, like, it doesn't matter. I was actually just talking about with a client. We had a metabolic assessment this past week, and she started out the conversation by, like, she's loving the program. She's like, oh my gosh, I feel amazing. She's in our Fit You program. She's like, I have so much better and higher, better energy. She's like, my clothes are fitting better. Like, I just feel good. Like, I feel really good. She's like, I may not be like where like other people are, where like maybe I should be, I guess, but like I feel so good. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, what? Let's rewind, back up. What do you mean where you should be? I was like, there is no should be. Like, there is nowhere that you should quote unquote be, or how far you should have come by now. Like, says who? It doesn't matter. Your journey is different. And it's like, kind of take away that timeline, right? Like, just believe in yourself and that you can, and like take the timeline out of it, and like really focus on just the journey itself. And that's what I'm going to have to do with my muscle up, of just like appreciating, trying day in and day out, and like practicing and doing the little things that I know to do to work towards the muscle up. Because if I just go into each day and try a muscle up and still don't get it, guess what? I'm going to be defeated, and I'm going to be like, F this, and I'm going home. Right. But if that's my mindset going into it. So it starts with your mind. You have to believe in yourself, believe that you can do it, so that you actually take the consistent action that's required to achieve it. Whatever the goal is, you have to believe that you can in order to take the consistent action required to achieve it. So, if you found this episode helpful or encouraging, this was a short and sweet one. But if you found this helpful, if you feel inspired, if you're ready to not let failure, hold you back or take you down a notch, if you're willing to work through that failure and continue to push on towards those goals, and you want to help inspire someone else to do the same, then share this episode with a friend or post it to your stories and tag me at Fitness Uncharted. That way I can see it too and give you a shout out and share it back. But I hope this was inspiring for you guys. Come join me on my muscle up journey in 2024. Let's see if I get it. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode.